Hello, Ascended Warriors. I'm coming to you today for a very, very special topic. And this one is something that's been alive in my field only recently. Uh, I recently posted an ad on LinkedIn for the spiritual retreat that I was working on with the muses. And LinkedIn denied the advertisement. And the reason they turned it down and said I wasn't able to advertise was because they said the material was the occult, and LinkedIn does not advertise occult material. And this situation reminded me of a conversation that I'd had with my husband just the day before, which was that the spiritual stuff that I talk about on my show or post about is not understood uh, by a lot of people. It's a language, and unless you know the language, it can be overwhelming and you don't know what it is. So LinkedIn turning down my ad by saying I was pushing occult material was actually a really good thing, because it led to this post, which is, what is spirituality? Now, spirituality is really scary for a lot of people. We think of it as something connected to religion. A lot of people do. That's one of the greatest misunderstandings when it comes to spirituality, is you think it's a religion. You think it's a set of rules that you have to follow in order to get into heaven, or in order to satisfy your religious beliefs. When in fact, spirituality is not a religion at all. Spirituality is individual. It's something inside of you. It's a part of who you are that connects you to your life. And it can be a lot of different things for a lot of different people. So my truth on this one, and I say everybody's got a different truth, which means I cannot tell you what spirituality is going to mean for you, but I can tell you what it means for me. And for me, spirituality is my connection to my soul. It's my connection to earth. It's my connection to love and happiness and laughter. It's what makes me feel like a whole human being. And when I ignore my spirituality, which I did for decades, because there is no spirituality in the military. There's religion in the military. There are very, very specific religions in the military, but there's no spirituality. So I had to very much subvert and hide my connection to me, that which what made me unique, that what made me passionate and feel connected to being a live human being. And I had to conform. Now, the problem with that is, while I can take orders sometimes, I mean, that's debatable, and I can mostly march into a straight line, I could not tell you why I was living. I couldn't tell you why I got up in the morning. I couldn't tell you why I felt I deserved love or why I was worthy. I missed something. I disconnected from a piece of myself that is fundamental to who and what we are on this planet. And that was my spirituality. So when I talk about spirituality to people who are unfamiliar with it, if you feel like you are missing something in your life, if you feel it's almost like you're missing the boat, you just feel like, I feel like I was called to do something, but I'm not doing it, and I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm meant to do more. I feel alone. If you feel alone, you are disconnected from yourself. You are disconnected from your spirituality. And I don't mean to oversimplify that. Once you get connected with your spirituality, once you get connected with yourself and you start integrating that into every part of your life, there is no more loneliness. That doesn't mean it doesn't creep up from time to time, but you catch yourself. It's like getting inoculated. Once you're in touch with who and what you are, you don't fear as much. You're not alone anymore. You feel more powerful. You feel more healthy. And you look at what happens when you're not in touch with your spirituality. And again, this is my truth from my time in the military. I was not able to show the world who I was. ever, which meant I didn't even show myself who I was. I couldn't communicate with my family what I was going through. I could not tell them what I had seen, what I had done. I couldn't express how I was suffering. I couldn't explain why I was angry that I couldn't express it. It's this beautiful circle of pain. And it was all because I didn't know who I was. And I didn't even know to look for who I was. And I think that's where a lot of the military, the policemen, the firefighters, first responders are, screw that. Anyway, this is where we really have trouble is we don't even know to look. We don't know that there's more to life than what we've seen and what we've done because we've been taught to conform. I always compare it to the Borg on Star Trek. Resistance is futile. If you conform to society and what society believes you are, what you should be, what you should do, you are missing something. You're missing you. That missing piece is your spirituality. It's not a call to God. It's not a call to Jesus. It's not a call to any type of dogma or doctrine or rules. It is you. It's something you're born with. You look at the joy on a child's face for no other reason than they're in their own company. You have the power to be like that child, to live that joyfully, to live without pain, without fear. It's as simple as finding who you are. And I say simple, it's a long journey. But the minute you recognize that there is more to this life, that there's more to you, you awaken. That is what awakening means. It's a term that we love to use in this community right now because it is so descriptive. It's like you've been asleep your entire life thinking that you had to fit in this beautiful little box. And then one day, the box is open. And you realize you're in the Foot Locker in the Men in Black movie. And there's an entire world out there that you haven't understood or even thought about before. It's embracing magic into your life. And I don't mean magic like charmed shows or moving stuff with telepathy, although that would be awesome. I would totally, that's my power of choice if I could have one. It is magic as in you remember why being human is so much fun. You start to embrace the journey of your life instead of just going from point A to point B every single day. You start to enjoy the moments. You start to be in the moment and not in your head, not in your fear. It allows you to communicate with people more openly because you're accepting yourself. Once you accept you, it doesn't really matter who else accepts you or accepts your truth. One of the biggest problems that I've seen in my community is communication. We don't know how to be truthful with ourselves. And there's no way in hell we're going to be able to be truthful with our family. It's just not possible because we don't know who we are. That's what spirituality is. That's what spirituality connects you to. If that resonates with you, if you listen to this at all and you say, you know what, I am missing something and I felt like that for a long time, or I feel lonely and scared and I don't know why, it's because you're still in the box. You haven't connected with yourself, with your passion, with your spirit. And it's as easy as accepting that there's something else out there. That's the start. Now, where you go from there, hell, the sky is the limit. If you like, I don't know, if you like yoga, if you like the physical side, there's physical spirituality, there's mental spirituality, there's very, very scholarly spirituality. It can be anything that you are. All you're doing is embracing yourself and enhancing who you are naturally. If that sounds good to you, try it. Accept that you are more than what you have been told that you have been or that you are. And you're starting. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience. And spirituality, connecting to your spirituality, to yourself, will heal your pain. It will release your fear. It will allow you to communicate better with your family. It will allow you to trust and love yourself in a way that most of us never get a chance to do. Do not be afraid of spirituality. It's not what you've been told. It's you and whatever that means to you. If you want to get in touch with your spirituality, go online, look at 1,000 different things. If you resonate with what I'm telling you and you would like to work with me, please check out my website at www.ascended-warrior.com. I do a lot of group sessions. I do free videos all over the place, meditations, and I do one-on-one mentorships. Getting in touch with your spirituality is the first step to everything you've ever wanted and felt that you were missing. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. And if you're a little afraid, jump. Fear means you're on the right path sometimes. Sometimes you just have to jump because your answers are all within you. Reconnect to who you are. It is your birthright. Spirituality is an amazing, amazing thing. It is not something to shy away from. So to LinkedIn for saying that I was putting out occult material and for my husband who said that I am not explaining my language to people who are maybe just experiencing spirituality for the first time. I hope this video was helpful. If you're seeing this on YouTube, please give it a like, subscribe to the page for more information. If you're watching it on Facebook, please give me a thumbs up and post your comments. I would love to hear what spirituality means to you. You guys have a great night. I'm going to go grab my dinner. Till next time. I love you guys.